Welcome back to our PNW Adventures. I'm Marisa.
I'm Brian.
And today, this is our last spooky video of October.
Number
and
4.
We couldn't think of a better place to bring you the last spooky video of the year than the most haunted ship in the world? I don't know.
Sure.
But we are back on the Queen Mary after 5 years away.
Yeah, we are in Long Beach, California. And last night we went to Hollywood Horror Nights
at Universal Studios, which
holy
was
moly.
so
I think
much fun.
My blood pressure's still a little high. Oh my God! Holy moly, that looks awesome. Tonight we're going to go to Dark Harbor, which is right out there in the parking lot. And oh man, I can't wait.
Yeah, this is this is the first year back of Dark Harbor since 2019. There's haunted mazes in the Dark Harbor, which is the parking area right outside the ship, and also on the ship as well, in kind of like the bowels of the ship. So we're super excited to be able to do that. And Queen Mary is finally open back up after 4 long years of closure because of the thing that we will not name.
Yeah, this is our 4th time on the ship, staying here. We came here twice for the Nick Groff tour.
And then once on our own to do an overnight investigation with the Queen Mary.
Yep.
But we have a couple things planned. So tomorrow night we're doing another ghost hunt. So
roaming the halls, there's nothing like it. Just roaming around, especially
it's so cool.
Dark, so.
Definitely encourage you guys to come check out the Queen
the sun
Mary
is
if
setting.
You've never been here.
Yep, sun setting, and we're gonna go roam around, maybe get a drink, and
then go get ready for Dark Harbor.
But I think it's time to get a little caught up on the history of the Queen Mary, and go for it.
All right, I'll give you a little history, so let's cut to that.
The RMS Queen Mary is a retired British ocean liner that operated primarily on the North Atlantic Ocean from 1936 to 1967 for the Cunard Line. Built by John Brown and Company in Clydebank, Scotland, she was subsequently joined by the RMS Queen Elizabeth in Cunard's 2-ship weekly express service between Southampton, Cherbourg, and New York. Queen Mary sailed on her maiden voyage on May 27, 1936. With the outbreak of World War II, she was converted into a troop ship and ferried Allied soldiers during the conflict. On one voyage in 1943, she carried over 16,600 people, still the record for the most people on one vessel at the same time. In the conversion, the ship's hull, superstructure, and funnels were painted navy gray. As a result of her new color and in combination with her great speed, she became known as the Grey Ghost. During the war, Queen Mary carried British Prime Minister Winston Churchill across the Atlantic 3 times for meetings with fellow Allied force officials. On one crossing in 1943, Churchill and his staff planned the Normandy invasion, and he signed the D-Day Declaration aboard. In 1958, the first commercial transatlantic flights by jet began a completely new era of competition for passenger liners. With a London to New York travel time reduced to just 7 to 8 hours, demand for multi-day ocean crossings dropped precipitously. By 1965, the entire Cunard fleet was operating at a loss. On September 27, 1967, Queen Mary completed her 1,001st and last crossing of the North Atlantic, having carried over 2 million passengers and traveled over 3.7 million miles. She sailed from Southampton for the last time on October 31st with 1,093 passengers and 806 crew. After a voyage around Cape Horn, she arrived in Long Beach on December 9th, and she's been there ever since.
Excuse me, I gotta make a call. Yeah. Alright, we are headed down to Dark Harbor, which we can see through our porthole windows. But yeah, we're gonna head down there and go see what we see. We got a few surprises.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Alright, we're in the speakeasy, which is in the engine room. And
so cool.
yeah, you gotta pay a little bit extra to get down here and get a cool
So worth it.
drink. Pretty tasty, lots of sugar. It's a watertight door that closed on a guy a long time ago. You'll see. Stay tuned. His name's Henry. Back, Henry. Forgot to GoPro you last time. There you go. Thank you. Got more other people coming. We'll get them. Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
whiskey drink. All right, we are done with Dark Harbor.
It's midnight.
Man, that was fun. It was so fun though.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Going to all the different places and
The mazes.
the ship. Yeah.
Yeah, and the places on the ship that you don't normally get to go to.
Yep.
And plus the speakeasy in the freaking engine room.
Engine room. That was worth it.
That was
Definitely.
so worth it.
Yep.
We've done
Pick this up.
16 miles in 2 days.
Yeah.
We're a little toast.
We're gonna pick this up in the morning. We'll see ya.
Good night.
Good morning. Or
Good afternoon.
good evening.
Oh, evening.
It's our evening the next day.
So we spent a nice chill day just hanging out, relaxing after a long night at Dark Harbor last night. Which
Oh
was
yeah.
so much fun.
It was fun. Big
But
time. At
now
the
we're
Long
gonna
Beach.
go
Yeah.
explore the ship a little bit and give you some haunted history and some history about the Queen Mary.
Nice easterly stroll. Let's go.
The Queen Mary's first and second class swimming pools are 2 more popular spots for the Queen's otherworldly guests. Though neither is utilized today for their original purpose, spirits seemingly are not aware of that. In the first class swimming pool, which has been closed for more than 3 decades, women have often appeared in 1930s-style swimming suits, wandering the decks near the pool. Others have reported the sounds of splashing and spied wet footprints leading from the deck to the changing rooms. Some have also spied the spirit of a young girl clutching her teddy bear. In the second class pool room, the spirit of another little girl named Jackie has often been seen and heard. Allegedly, the unfortunate girl drowned in the pool during the ship's sailing days and reputedly refused to move on, as her voice and laughter have been captured here. Although, from the Queen Mary standpoint, they've never had any records of a girl drowning, so we're not quite sure where this girl is coming from, but she's been spotted and heard numerous times.
All right, we are at one of the most haunted, supposedly haunted places on the ship, room B340. This stateroom was a problem long before the Queen Mary opened as a hotel. In 1948, a British third-class passenger, Walter Adamson, passed away in the room under circumstances that had been lost to time. Later in 1966, a woman staying in the room claimed that she was woken up when the bed covers were pulled off of her bed and she saw a man standing at the foot of her bed. She screamed and rang for the steward, but the man apparently vanished into thin air. In the years since, guests have reported hearing someone knocking on the door in the middle of the night and seeing bathroom lights mysteriously turn on. Even the hotel's maids have made reports of the bathroom water running when no one had stayed in the room for days, and on one occasion of the bed covers being pulled off right after the bed had been made. The room was closed to guests for many years, but it has since reopened for anyone looking for an evening of creepy fun. All right, we have been in this room before. We haven't stayed in it, but during one of the Nick Groff tours on the Queen Mary, we were able to go in there, and we had some weird things that happened in there. When a psychic medium was in there, a lady got scratched, and some other really strange things happened. So I do really think that there's something lingering on this ship, or a few somethings lingering here, but let's move on and go check out some other areas. All right, we are at the bow of the ship on the Queen Mary here, and so we just wanted to give a little bit of history about what happened here at the bow of the ship So on October 2nd, 1942, Queen Mary accidentally sank one of her escort ships, slicing through the light cruiser, the HMS Curacao, off the Irish coast with a loss of 338 lives. Queen Mary was carrying thousands of Americans to the 29th Infantry Division to join the Allied forces in Europe. Due to the risk of U-boat attacks, Queen Mary was under orders not to stop under any circumstances and steamed onward with a fractured stem. Such a big ship.
Aw, shit.
Could you imagine, like, when this was built, though, like, this was the luxury, like, the most luxurious ship in the world. Could you imagine what it would have been like being on here back in, like, the 1930s? Whoa.
No. Oh, who's working the comms? That's cool.
Welcome to Phil's show on W6RO.
Queen
On the
Mary.
RMS Queen Mary. Caller, what do you got for me tonight?
Alright, that's about it. Well, we're going to
Go
prepare.
hang out in our room and get ready for our
Prepare.
midnight tour.
Yeah.
346 minutes later.
Alright, so we are going to head off to our graveyard tour. It's about 11:45.
About that time.
Yep, and so we're doing this tour. We're not exactly sure where we're going at this point, but we'll give you an update as we go. It's a 2-hour tour, so let's
See some stuff.
see some stuff. It is currently about 2:15 a.m. and we just wrapped up our graveyard tour.
Yeah.
That was so amazing. We got to do so much cool stuff. Highly recommend doing the
Went to the
graveyard
pool.
tour.
Yeah.
We got to go to areas we've never been to before.
Yeah.
Learned a lot of new things about the ship. And
Yeah,
this is our
great.
4th time here.
Yeah.
So
Always keep learning. It's
we
freaking
are.
awesome.
We'll give you more updates in the morning, but we are going to go hit
Sleep.
the hay because
Yeah, we
we're
done.
tired.
We done.
All right,
So
we'll
pick
see you
this
in
up
the
in the
AM.
morning. That's
All
it.
right, that's
it.
it. We got some sleep last night or this morning after our graveyard tour last night, which was actually really cool. We got to go into a lot of areas we've never been to before, and we got to go back to the boiler room
And the pool, which was amazing.
Oh my gosh, that pool.
Finally, after
I don't know, we've been
6,
coming
7
here
years.
forever.
Yeah, finally.
Oh,
It's freaking
so
awesome.
cool. But definitely had an experience in the boiler room. Felt like I got like stabbed in the back of my ear right here.
Boiler room's where it's at.
Oh,
It's my favorite place.
So crazy.
But we out. It's 100 degrees out here. It's freaking hot. Or
We're
70.
burning up. But awesome time. Highly recommend coming to stay at the Queen Mary.
Yeah.
Definitely during October and during Dark Harbor. That was so much fun to go to. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. And after 5 years being back, she has not changed at all and is so amazing still. So we
Heck
had
yeah.
an amazing adventure.
Yeah, and check out our other spooky videos this past October.
Oh yeah, we had some really good ones.
Yeah, excited for
Really
next
good
year.
ones.
It's already in the motion.
Yep,
so
already in production.
Get ready.
All right, well, thank you for joining us on this edition of our PNW Adventures, and we'll see you on the next video.
Peace out.
Deuces.
Bye.
Bye.
Ding.